Hi, everyone. Happy 2025. Happy New Year. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk about one of my favorite big band singers. Before I do that, though, real quick, in my community post, which I'm sure you guys have noticed, I've been active in the community section. Anytime I see a swirl somewhere, I post it or, something weird. But I've been staying in touch that way. But a couple of you said, welcome back. I haven't quit this channel. It's been a hot second since I've posted. It was a few months ago where I did the Rainbow Bright ones, but I didn't quit or anything. But if you remember, if you were on my original channel, that channel, I had so much good stuff. My live content was you know, it was great. I had really good stuff up there, and YouTube pulled my channel down. So I just don't want to exert a whole ton of energy into something that can get pulled down overnight. I'm happy I got this channel back up, and for the most part, I didn't repost everything, but I lost all of my live content. I was so pissed, but I reposted a bunch of the videos, and I've just been laying low because I don't want the channel to get pulled down again. So I haven't quit or gone anywhere. I'm just not posting as frequently. So thank you guys. I a lot of you have subscribed after I stopped posting. So I just wanted to give that background. The first channel was pulled down because it was considered conspiracy content, which there's way, way worse stuff on YouTube, and those channels are getting paid for their content. And just FYI, if it's a paid channel and it's conspiracy, those are insiders, guys. Please wake up. I've seen some of you say to those people, "Oh, don't worry, I'm subscribed to your backup channel and your backup channel." Those people are making money because they're insiders, okay? Which on one hand is great. They're telling us the truth. I mean, they know stuff, but you're also supporting, they're probably rich anyways. Anyways, let's just move on. Thank you for welcoming me back, and I'm glad you guys were excited for another video, and I'm looking forward to talking about this singer who nobody in my life has ever mentioned. So, have you ever stumbled across a book or a movie or, anything, a song, an album, and you're like, "I've never heard of this before, and I freaking love it." That's how it was for me when I discovered Kallen. I used to think it was Kitty Kallen. It's Kitty Kallen. Like I said, nobody in my life has ever talked about this person, and it was just this discovery. I really like big band era music, and I don't know everything about it. I'm not an expert. Um, when the weather gets cold, I tend to listen to more jazz, and especially I love big band stuff, and I'm still learning, a lot of the artists from that time. But I want to say maybe about 7 or 8 years ago, I was just listening to some music and trying to find some new stuff. And I stumbled across some songs by Kitty Kallen, and I loved them. I liked her voice. They were just sweet, cute songs, and I really enjoyed them. And let me show you the first photo I ever saw. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this lady is absolutely beautiful." I love this whole look. This is so my style. I love that lace top, the hair, the makeup, everything. If I could be any kind of a singer, I feel like I would want to be a jazz singer, this big band era. They're just classy and the songs are sassy. It's just a fun, really good vibe. I love it. But yeah, this is Kitty Kallen if you're not familiar. Um, and I'm sorry to break your heart, but things are going to take a turn here, as they should on this channel. This is a great photo, and I'm willing to bet I discovered her before. Maybe not before I knew about all the transvestigation stuff and celebrity, all of that stuff. But it was probably right around that time. But lately I've been thinking like, oh gosh, like big band era, jazz music, even all of those people, it's probably all the same, and this could probably be an entire series. But um, let's take a look. I'm getting sleepy. Let's take a look at some photos of Kitty Kallen. Her career started in the 1930s and ended like early 60s, I believe. They were saying like rock and roll came in and kind of like, wiped out her whole thing, her whole genre. Um, so yeah, let's take a look. And like if you're younger or whatever and you're not familiar with big band at all, it's a type of music ensemble associated with jazz and swing era music. Big band is also called like a jazz orchestra. I don't know, like I'm still learning too, so I wanted to make sure I'm saying the right stuff because I'm making this video. So Kitty, which that name is a little bit of a red flag, I have to say. The name Kitty kind of sounds like, like a drag performer. Let's just be honest. Kitty Kallen. She was born in 1921, and she just passed away like within the last 10 years, 2016. And they never say like what kind of singer she is. Like I said, I thought she was like a jazz singer, but she's considered like a big band singer, but I guess it falls under the jazz umbrella. Correct me if I'm wrong. Someone needs to make a documentary. I think she has a really interesting life story. Listen to this. Um, it says that Kitty lost her voice at the London Palladium in 1955 at the top of her career. And somewhere else, like I think on YouTube, I read that, or I watched a video that said she literally got like stage fright and lost her voice and just like couldn't sing. And she stopped singing before an audience for 4 years. And then she started testing her voice under a pseudonym in small town venues, which is like, that would make such a fun like movie. I feel like that would be like a really cool documentary. But then she returned and then went on to achieve 13 top 10 hits. So that's fun. And like check out her music if you've never heard it. You can find it on like Spotify or Apple Music or whatever, but it's great. I love her songs. I don't want to pick on Kitty Kallen because I am a fan, but we've got to take a look at some photos. In this one, what stood out to me was like a very strong kind of like jaw there. And again, that forehead is kind of sus. And this arm, she has very masculine hands. And there are some live performances here on YouTube. I will pull some of them up where she's hiding her arms and hands because they're very not feminine. Now, anything I say here is purely speculation. I am not stating facts. Um, and honestly, with Kitty, there's not a ton of things that like jump out. I haven't seen an Adam's apple. Her shoulders, like even though they're pretty solid or sturdy looking there, her shoulders don't look much wider than the hips. We will take a look at other photos, but there's some, in my opinion, some masculine traits. Did I already show this one with the male gaze? Like that's like deep set eyes and a hard male stare and the brow ridge right there. And the hairline is very, very masculine. This is the second time I'm filming this because I'm really tired, and the first one like I just kept like stumbling on my words, but I can't remember if I showed this time. My grandpa had a very similar hairline. Like he had all of his hair like until the day he died pretty much, but his hairline looked like this with that like thinning part right there. But see how that's like so round? That just looks like a male hairline. Let me know what you think. And again, the brow ridge and deep set eyes, wide apart eyes too, big teeth, big mouth. As the years go on, like so many of the others, things get a little more obvious, but you have to keep watching. I have a photo shoot you're not going to believe. And that's the one where I was just like, not you, Kitty. Like, I can't believe it. um, yeah, this one just looks, you know, again, that hairline, the big stare. I want to get to this photo shoot. One second. And like I said, I'm not stating any facts. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. But this one is not the most feminine looking thing I've ever seen. And I really hate when beautiful brunettes, I don't care what you are, girl, boy, it, they, them, whatever. I don't like when beautiful brunettes have to lighten their hair and like this doesn't even look good. You know what I mean? Like sometimes brunettes just look so attractive as brunettes and then they like lighten their hair and it just ruins it. In my opinion. And that's the case here. Like you are a very attractive brunette. What is this carrot colored hair? It's so bad. See what I mean? Like so pretty with the dark hair. Sultry. Is that even her? There's some photos of her in the photo shoot I'm talking about with Doris Day, who that kind of looks like. I don't know if that jumped in here by accident, but those are not female fingers. This picture is just like so creepy to me. I don't like it. It's weird. And this is like a gorgeous photo, like the dress and the hair and the makeup, but like I don't know, guys, when you really look at it, that hard stare is just, whew, you can see it. That's another like totally creepy one to me. It's very bizarre. I don't like it. And in the live performances, she makes some really scary faces, like wide eye, almost like you would say like this person has crazy eyes. Like that's I'm going to pull up some of these YouTube videos here in a second. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this one, this little things mean a lot. That's a good song, but like here is a crazy eye example. Like, yeah, creepy photo. I'm sorry. I do not like this. Look at that hairline. That is not a feminine hairline. Um, yeah. Okay, so the entire reason I'm making this video is because a little while back I stumbled across this photo shoot of Kitty Kallen with Doris Day, and it literally just looks like two men romping around the city in skirts. And it's so disturbing. So I'm just going to show you guys these photos and you can come to your own conclusions. But they must have told them to like pose their legs a certain way and stand a certain way. But you're going to see some very masculine bodies and just, I cannot believe this fooled anybody. I hate this picture because I feel like there's some symbolism going on, like the way like the tree trunk is. I don't know. It's just super weird. We haven't really talked about Doris Day at all ever on this channel, but there's like the fingers are interlaced. We've talked about that. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but this is like such a creepy photo shoot, and Kitty Kallen looks masculine in pretty much all of the pictures. Like just like a man with makeup on. It's so disappointing. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm so sorry for the language. But when I first came across this picture, I'm like, you are literally two dudes in heels and skirts. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, why? Who stands like that? I don't know any women that stand like this. Look at, like, those legs. And like kind of masculine jackets, were the shoulder pads necessary or are those just their shoulders? It's so weird. Notice in the background In the background, I feel like they're in front of these like phallic, like the symbolism, like the erect buildings are kind of like penises. I feel like it might be on purpose because nothing in these photo shoots ever seem to be a coincidence or by chance. So between the tree trunk and like this phallic symbolism, I feel like it's just a big joke. I can't stand this. Like, and back in the day, what are they like? Oh, look at these sexy ladies, and like look at the it has to be posed right in front of these um twin tower looking things because like it's just men in skirts. What is even happening? Like why was this necessary? Again, it has to be in front of those buildings. Kind of just looks like a man with like 20 pounds of makeup on, right? Oh my god. Look at like, I don't know, the legs and just like the way they're standing. It's so stupid. Ugh. That's even like scarier in color version, colorized. I just don't know how our grandparents like fell for all of this stuff. But then again, this is all like way, 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 way before the internet or anything like that. And all they had, as far as celebrities, were like if it wasn't on live TV, you have like book and magazine pictures where the lighting and the makeup and everything is very strategic. But I can't believe they allowed these photos to be shown anywhere because these are like so obvious to me. So yeah, I just really wanted to share this photo shoot, and now let's look at a couple of the YouTube videos. Now, in her photos from like especially the earlier years, she looks very pretty, but like in some of these live performances, I don't want to say like I'm not trying to insult anyone. I don't want to say creepy, but the eye like just you'll see what she does with her eyes and some of her movements are just very weird and you just get like a kind of a strange vibe and also her voice she does that whole like high pitch whispery thing just like a man just imitating just trying to pretend um yeah whatever hold on this is kind of blurry but like the arms and hands are actually pretty terrifying. They're very, very masculine. Kitty Kallen sings on Colgate Comedy Hour, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. This, if you just look that up on YouTube, that's where I'm at right now. This is one of the performances where there's a lot of creepy eye stuff going on. When you pause in certain spots, it's just like scary. I feel like that skirt is very strategic, like to give it bigger hips, like to create that illusion of the hourglass figure. Um, so, yeah, that was something I noticed there with that poofy skirt. Are those pearls? I'll never forget when I first started this channel, one of you guys, a couple of you, several of you, told me about the meaning of pearls and why we see so many like male to females wearing those because oysters and the pearls it symbolizes like androgynous they something with the oysters like changing sexuality I forget we talk about it in my Flintstones video that is still up on this channel there's a better explanation of it there but it symbolizes like the whole androgynous thing but yeah I thought that was another giveaway that she's wearing these pearls and there's that manly hairline and the brow ridge and the big mouth and the deep set eyes. And if this photo didn't totally ruin your day or like you're about to have nightmares, because I'm sorry, that is a pretty scary photo. The smoking gun for me is always the old age pictures. So check this out. Oof. It's giving B. Arthur. It's giving Barbara Bush, Aleister Crowley, Barbara Bush. It's giving all kinds of man in makeup. Like, oh my gosh, they never look like women the older they get. And this is just like so freaking terrifying. I can't. um, yeah. This is such a gorgeous photo. Is that Kitty Kallen? It comes up with her pictures. Um, should I leave you with this or should we look at more old age pictures? Oh my gosh, I forgot to show this one. This, I guess, is from a single or an album or whatever, but that just looks like a man in a skirt, suit, whatever, sitting on a park bench. Like, look at the face here. And the low key, is that like a devil horn low key right there? It's always something, but yeah, that the color photos are really bad. They're really scary. All of the black and white ones are so nice, but I hate this picture. It's super creepy. I think that's more pearls. This would have been like a very good looking young man. And like I said, I'm not stating anything one way or another. We're just looking at photos and just kind of speculating. All right, guys, I'm struggling to find any other older age photos than this, but I want to thank you for watching. I feel like I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this in a while, so if you made it till the end, thank you. I've got to show this again because it's just too good not to. Um, there's a cartoon I've been my next video will be a cartoon that I cannot find the episode that I saw years ago that like it'll knock you out. It's there's so much symbolism in it. And this whole series is on Tubi or something. So I've been, when I have time, I've been going through it, just trying to find the correct episode. But anyways, yeah, I'm getting tired. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. And gosh, these big band era and these jazz singers could probably be a whole entire series, but I'm trying to lay low. I don't want this channel to get pulled down again, so I'm not posting super frequently, but I felt inspired to come on here, and a lot of you guys who are here now subscribed after my last video, and I haven't done anything in 3 months, so I just wanted to give you an explanation. But I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Thanks for enjoying the channel. Okay, bye-bye.